Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Monday. Today's Monday, March the 30th. I hope you guys are doing well. This is just an extra video, so just a heads up if you guys hear any drilling, banging, whatever. It's just them doing construction. It's out of my control, but I just felt called to do maybe 2 extra readings, this one and another oracle deck. So let's jump into it and see what you might need to know for today. Right now the time is 3:18 p.m. All right, guys. So I hope you guys are doing well. You had a great weekend. Okay. For some of you guys, maybe, hopefully your Monday was well too. If not, take what resonates with you for today and, release whatever doesn't for tomorrow. Okay. So what extra messages do you have for the collective at this time? Spirit, universe, God, guides, universe, ancestor, source, whatever the collective believes in, or whoever the collective is protected by, what messages do you have for them at this time, and what do they need to know for the 30th? What extra messages do you have for them? Ooh. Okay. So we have here 5 of Wands energy. This is embracing healthy competition and challenges. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that you guys are in competition. Now, for some of you, you could be, right? Like this could be work, this could be career, this could be, that kind of energy, right? But there is something where when it comes to days and weeks that is significant, there's something about conflict. This could be competition. This could also be, egos or tension or that energy that you guys could be feeling, right? Even if this is not like in your physical sense, this could feel like this is in your unseen, right? Like in the spiritual sense, right? So even when it comes to competition, you are somebody who has a healthy way of including everybody, not really competing. But for some of you, there's this energy where you may feel like there is competition or there is, jealousy and things like that when you're around, other energies or, other environments and things like that, right? And I mean, a lot of people may not agree with that, but it is true. It does happen that some people are just used to being a trigger to other people. So, in a sense, it's like, say your energy is very happy-go-lucky, and, even if you do go through certain things, you still try to find, the sunny days or, the brighter days in your situation, regardless of what you're dealing with. And you may realize that you have gone through a lot of things that a lot of people either have tried to put you through or tried to make it seem like, you were the root of those situations, right? So when it comes to like creativity and things like that, your joy, trying to compete with your joy or like in a sense of your self-expression, you could be someone who's very self-expressive, right? This is like Saturn energy. So there's something about, discipline and responsibility. Now, right now the time is angel number 321. Okay. Now take what resonates with that. When you see the number 321, this is something that could be happening soon, like something that could be, arising within the next few, minutes or so. Or it's almost like, when it's like 321, celebration, or 321, just like a countdown. There's something about counting down or divine timing. So take what resonates with that. But 5th house talks about, fertility, talks about children. So even your hobbies and your interests could be very significant in the way that you show up. Even when it comes to like just the way you self-express, like I mentioned earlier before, that could be significant. There could be a change in that too, where, like I said, you guys could be embracing new beginnings, okay, new experiences. That could be significant with movement and flow. And this could be also when it comes to healthy competition and challenges, that could also be significant as well. So take what resonates in the message itself. Okay, we have the World card. So this is about completing a cycle with the number 21. So some of you guys may resonate with that with the number 3. 3 talks about creativity. Also 3 talks about short distance and travel. So this could be about how you think, how you communicate, and also when it comes to education, right? Some of you guys could be in education, or there's something about school that could be very significant, okay? But the way that you show up in your mind. With the number 21, that's significant. Also, you guys could be feeling whole within yourself when it comes to you achieving some type of completion and some type of fulfillment within yourself, okay? So again, if this was energies of other people trying to make you feel like this, making you feel like you were in competition with them, or trying to make you feel like, like there was some type of, you know, I guess maybe when it comes to ego, you may have some people too where they feel like they're better than you, even though that's not how you think. Like you feel like everybody is equal in a sense, and there may be some energies where, like I said, being projectile or projecting. So when it comes to the energy of people projecting, their energies onto you, some of you guys may feel like this as well. You could be very disciplined also when it comes to Leo energy, and also when it comes to like leadership and things like that. And you also complete and achieve a lot of things because, again, you are somebody who's very hardworking with the, Sun in Virgo. So this is about your skills, your talents, you being someone who's very crafty, right? And also being committed in your craft and what you guys are building, mastering those skills day to day, right? Strength card is very significant as well. This is about courage and bravery. So when it comes to your energy, like I said, Leo energy could be significant when it comes to your strength, power, leadership could be very significant. You have resilience within you. Okay, with the number 8, Pentacles talks about weeks to months. So 8 weeks to months could be very significant at this time. For some of you, that may not be the case, but there is something about growth, okay, that could be happening for you guys within like maybe the next few months. So summer could be very significant around Leo and Virgo season. So that's between like July and August, right? So take what resonates with that, but there is something about you showing up with strength, even though, like I said, you've gone through certain adversities with, certain challenges and things like that. We also have the Lovers card as well. So this is about unions, okay? This is about partnerships, whether this is partnerships within, yourself, union within the universe, okay, partnerships within your, romantic situations, friendships, family, depending on what you desire and what you want. You're showing up with strength when it comes to you putting your foot down in confirmation with the horn, you putting your foot down and actually acknowledging what it is that you want, and not falling for what you don't want. So when it comes to choices, there's something about choosing your heart when it comes to communication. So take what resonates with that. Like I said, family could be very significant for some of you, okay? So let me see what else shows up. Yeah, so when it comes to maybe family for some of you with 6th house, now 6th house doesn't only talk about just family, like the number 666. 6th house talks about your wealth, your wellness, health. Okay, maybe working out is significant. Your daily routines also could be changing, and how you do certain things on a day-to-day basis. This could be how you deal with your coworkers or how your work habits are changing, and even the way that you organize yourself and how you service other people could be very significant. There's something about releasing burdens when it comes to that. So Lover's energy doesn't only have to be about romantic situations. This could actually be finding harmony and releasing burdens when it comes to other people's issues and problems. So it's almost like if you are focused on something else, say for example, this is your business or something you love to do, or a friendship, right? Maybe there is a friendship out there that means a lot to you. Not everyone has, bad friendships, right? So for some of you, there could be that. There's a good friendship that you have out there that resonates with you, and you and that person are very close. You guys bond well, you guys communicate well, things like that. And there's something about your energy where you may show up as a really good friend or a really good, person to be around with, right? And so even when it comes to friendships or even certain family members and things like that, you may be the person that has no fear, okay, and releasing and letting go people who do not serve you, in a sense of the energy in itself. It's not to say that you hate these people. It's not to say that, you wish, ill on these people. You don't. You just would like to move forward and move on and not be stuck in the past and not be stagnant. And a lot of times people feel like you owe them an apology, and you don't owe them anything. If you stood on business on what you believe in and what you truly desire, I don't really see why anybody can't just understand everybody's point of view or perspective and just move on. You know what I mean? So it's just like how someone can just show up in your energy and just start talking about something that bothers them, and you could be the one to give advice. everything works out for that person. But lo and behold, let it be you guys. It's almost like you may not have somebody that you may go to for some of you. You may have to just go to yourself and just speak up, right? So releasing burdens, releasing struggles and stress that are not your burdens or problems could be significant. And then we also have Queen of Wands energy with confidence. Okay, this is about you showing up confidently, like I said, not caring, okay? When it comes to energies that don't mean well for you or don't wish you well, you are not caring about that. You are no longer entertaining that. Why, when you already have this optimistic energy about you, all you need is your energy and you being optimistic at this time, regardless of what you go through. You don't need somebody else, especially in this time frame right now. Like, I'm going to be honest with you, with what's happening everywhere and for everybody. Nobody really has the energy right now to have somebody being negative right now and complaining and moaning and groaning when we're all going through something, but it's the way that we go about it. You know? Like, there's a way to go about certain things. You know what I mean? Like, trust me, I get that people can get angry, you crash out, you do whatever. But when it comes to dealing with people, you guys may treat people the way that you want to be treated. And it is definitely unfair if people think that it's okay to, mess with your energy or lie or try to scam or cheat you or do whatever that they think they can get away with because maybe they don't see 11:11 on the timer. They don't see it the way you see it because you're not saying anything in the 3D, but in the 5D, you see everything. Whether this is through divination, okay, your dreams, your visions, whatever it is, you're seeing it, right? 11:11 is significant too when it comes to, intuition, awakening, divine alignment, things like that. Okay, 11 talks about even when it comes to groups, like I said, this could be collective energy or even the friends that you have around you, learning and understanding that, when it comes to your hopes and dreams and wishes and things like that, you will be around people that actually resonate with you, that have the similar gifts as you, who enjoy talking about the things that you talk about, right? So, take what resonates with that. Like I said, at the bottom of the deck, we have Seven of Swords energy. You've been dealing with people like this, okay, when it comes to this energy, even when it comes to you being strategic and trying to consider, certain people's energies, you consider the consequences of your actions. So there's something about picking and choosing your battles wisely that could be significant too, okay? Even when it comes to being resourceful, right? That could be significant. Two of Cups energy. Again, this is about balance, bonds, joining forces with other people, mutual respect, things like that. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Please take what resonates with you. Again, thank you guys for the love and the support. I appreciate you guys. Follow me on YouTube and TikTok. My website is www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. You guys can check out my blog or my photos and things like that I posted on the website. And also, if you guys want to book a reading, you guys can do that. But thank you guys again for the shares, the likes, comments, things like that. I appreciate you guys. Even if it's just one or two, I don't really care about how many. I just more concerning that the message resonates and it hits where it needs to hit, and that's all that matters. So thank you guys for those who do resonate with it. I appreciate you, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, guys. Love you guys, and have a wonderful Monday. Bye, guys.